Hello and welcome back to Clicks on the Side. Today we're going to be doing another 300 point modern day theme team build, this time around the past keyword. With the new set Masters of Time out, we have a lot more options and you're going to see quite a few of them with this build. We're going to be starting off with the Time Traveler himself, super rare number 48 from Masters of Time, Rip Hunter. Not a bad sculpt at all. I do like it, very basic, but yet well done. And Rip Hunter has two starting lines, and for this build, we are going to be starting him off on his 40-point line. He does have the Hyper Time team ability, which we'll showcase here in just a moment because most people probably aren't familiar with that one, and does have the Time Masters, Future, Past, and Scientist keywords. You see, he does have a trait, Time Masters, Probability Control. When Rip Hunter uses it and an opposing character misses all targets, after resolutions, remove an action token from a friendly character with a Future or Past keyword. That's going to come in very handy. As you can see, it has a special movement on his top dial on click number 4, Precision Strike, ESD, and the reason I'm starting him at 40 points, not just the special movement, but you do get leadership with this Rip Hunter starting at 40 points. He does have a second trait. That trait is what you want to happen and what must happen. At the beginning of your turn, if Rip Hunter has no countdown tokens, roll a d6 and give him a number of countdown tokens equal to the result. When a character makes an attack, remove one of Rip Hunter's countdown tokens. When his last countdown token is removed, if that attack would hit all targets, it becomes a critical hit. If it would miss all targets, it becomes a critical miss. So that can go both ways. It is not just your characters, it is all characters. So ideally, you're able to get rid of the countdown tokens while it is still your turn. If not, you're hoping that your opponent misses to give them that critical miss. But I'm very interested to see how that plays out. It is a different kind of mechanic, and the gambler in me wants to see how that works. But there is a special movement ability. It is Time Sphere, Phasing Teleport, Passenger 4. Friendly characters with the Future and Past keyword and no action tokens do not require line of fire when using probability control. Mainly the taxing there is the main reason I love this figure. For 40 points, that's just incredible. You can't beat that unless you're a Green Lantern. And then there is the Hyper Time team ability. For those not familiar, well, there we go. When an opposing character that can't use this team ability attempts to move from a non-adjacent square into a square that is adjacent to this character, it must roll a d6. 1 or 2, the opposing character can't move into any square adjacent to this character this turn. It's a little bit different, a little bit niche, so curious to see how that will play out with this set. You'll see that at least one more time on this team. So like I said, we are starting off with Rip Hunter at 40 points. Going in with Rip Hunter is also, actually, looking at this, they are all from Masters of Time. So for Masters of Time, rare number 41, the Flash. Unfortunately, mine has a little bit of damage. That's just the way he came. You can see the paint's gone from the knee, but still very effective. There he is, the Flash. There you go over here. He also has the Hyper Time team ability, the Justice League, Future, Past, Police, Scientist, and Speedster keywords. He does have a trait, Gone Before You Can Swing, Shape Change, but succeeds on a 4 through 6. Gotta love that. When the Flash uses it and succeeds after resolutions, place him in a square within line of fire up to 5 squares away from his current square. Gives him that extra survivability that you love to see in a speedster. especially for 70 points, you're going to want him to stick around for a while. Does have a special movement ability, does have precision strike, super senses to go with that shape change, and close combat expert on the top, some outwit and perplex later on. Let's take a look at that special movement, and to no surprise, it is no time to waste, hypersonic speed. When the Flash uses it, he has improved movement through blocking and elevation, and when he attacks during it, characters within 1 square are considered adjacent to him. So you don't even have to be... Let's just find the wording on that. Regardless of terrain, that's the key there. Okay, so you don't even have to be on the same terrain to make that attack. Okay, I was going to say within 1 square, that's normal, but okay, that makes much more sense. So the Flash joining in at 70 points. Next up, we are bringing in a figure I didn't think I was going to have any use for, but he's just the right amount of points with just the right amount of skill to make it on this team. Number 39 for Masters of Time is going to be the rare Nighthawk. Nothing too special there. Very plain Jane Nighthawk. But coming in at 40 points with only the marksman and past keywords. So the marksman is what intrigues me. He does have past, but now he can use the trick arrows for free. And also has the trait quick draw. When Nighthawk hits with a range attack, if it was during your first action this turn after resolutions, remove an action token from him. Does have a second trait, but it's not going to matter for this team. With bonded through destiny, unique modifier, friendly characters named Cinnamon, Hawk Girl, or Shira Hall, modify attack +1. So for 40 points, you get running shot, you get a special attack power, ESD, and empower, and then later on a little bit of close up action with sidestep, precision strike, combat reflexes, and close combat expert. And there is the special attack power showdown. It is also precision strike, but it also gives you free make a range attack, but only to target a character that hit with a range attack since your last turn. Very basic. For 40 points, you get 6 clicks. I mean, you can't really complain too much about that. Next up, this one is technically from Masters of Time, but originally from the Justice League Unlimited set. We are talking about the legacy figure, Vigilante. Vigilante joining the team. He is coming in at 30 points. Has the Justice League of America team ability and Hyper Time team ability. The Justice League Marksman 7 Soldiers and past keywords. Has a trait, when under fire, fly with the best. He gets the flight symbol, passenger 2, and toughness. Also has the quick draw trait we saw before. And he does have a special attack power there on his first 2 clicks of Guitar Shot. Knockback, penetrating psychic blast. Free, make an attack, but only to target a character Vigilante knocked back this turn. Very, very nice. So if you shoot him once, knock him back, get to shoot him again. With 6 range, it is definitely doable. Only has running shot, that Guitar Shot, only willpower, so he will be easy to take down. Although he does have that trait of toughness to make him survive a little bit. With only a 17, it won't take much. He does have a special damage power later on. And that is now you and me are going to have a little confab. Gains range combat expert, probability control, but only to target himself. I gotta like that he has Justice League as well to give the +1, similar to Avengers, for the keyword of your choice on your opponent's side. For 30 points, you really can't complain about that at all. Just the flight, the taxi alone. Then he has Pinsai with a range of 6. Very, very nice. Our next character is also 30 points from Masters of Time and will probably be being carried around by either Rip Hunter or Vigilante, depending on the situation. But that next character is Chase number 61, Harley Quinn. When I picked up this character, it was not for this team. It was just a happy coincidence. She is going to be playing a lot with Doomsday from Death of Superman Iconics and with, oh my goodness, Supergirl from Masters of Time for a Kryptonian themed team, but she works well in this situation. 30 points. Has the team player team ability, so she can copy Justice League of America if she needs to. Does have Kryptonian, celebrity, and past keywords. Has the trait Jester of Castle L. When Harley Quinn would take 3 or more damage, she takes 1 damage instead. Also has the trait Wood from the Hob Forest. Free. Remove an adjacent non-debris hindering terrain marker. Then generate a fire smoke terrain marker in each square that marker last occupied. At the beginning of your next turn, even if this is lost, deal 1 damage to each character occupying those markers, then remove those markers. Alright, so very situational there, but can be handy. For 30 points, you get Running Shot, a special attack power, super senses, and probability control. And that special damage power is awesome. Bardic Inspiration. Pulse Wave. When Harley Quinn uses it, friendly characters are not dealt damage, and after resolutions, friendly characters within range modify attack +1 until your next turn. She has a range of 4. And the thing about Pulse Wave is you do not have to actually have a target for Pulse Wave. You can do it anytime you want. So you can Pulse Wave and actually damage nothing. You can not destroy anything. You cannot hit an opposing target. So you can go ahead and do the Pulse Wave to give that +1 attack to your friendly characters within range. An excellent, excellent piece of support. Gives that probability control as well, and has the survivability because of her trait, where she cannot be one-shot. Very, very great for only 30 points. Love that Chase. Next up is not 1, not 2, but 7 characters in one. We are talking about, from Masters of Time, Batman. This is the number 1 common Batman, but there are, including from the play-at-home kits, a total of 7 different Batmen that you can change in between because of their trait, Return of Bruce Wayne. I am fortunate to have 6 of the 7. The 7th is on its way from the play-at-home kit. Has the Batman team ability, Batman ally team ability, Batman Family, Gotham City, Justice League, Outsiders, Detective, Martial Artist, and past keywords. There is the Return of Bruce Wayne trait. At the beginning of your turn, you may choose one. Replace Batman with another character with this trait on the same click, or heal Batman 1 click. He does have a second trait, Utility Belt Through Time. Empower. Free. If Batman didn't begin the turn on the map, adjacent friendly characters modify attack +1 until your next turn. So he could essentially be giving close combat expert to adjacent characters. For 60 points, you get a charge, quake, super senses, and exploit weakness. Then later on, a little bit of flurry with precision strike, outwit, and combat reflexes. Nothing else on the back for him. But we're going to do a quick overview of the others. I don't want to get into them too much. But he can change into super rare Batman number 44. Rare Batman number 33. Rare Batman number 32. Uncommon Batman number 17. And Uncommon Batman number 18. So just for 60 points, that gives you so many options when it comes to how you're wanting to play your Batman. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this Batman. I already have a Batman family team that I'm going to be showcasing later. You'll see in a future video, and Justice League as well. Very easily going to be on a Justice League team. I think I've been busy. I think I've also put together a possible Gotham City team he'll be on as well. But today we are looking at the past. That does leave me with 30 points to play with, and that is where our last character is going to come in. On his 30-point click, we are going to have the demon Etrigan himself joining the team. There we go. All right, Etrigan has the Mystics team ability, Justice League Dark, Shadow Pact, Monster, Mystical, Past, and Warrior keywords. At 30 points, he has 3 clicks, has the special movement ability, The Fires and Beasts of Hell Hath Awoken. Charge and Flurry, plain and simple. That does come with Blades, Toughness, and Exploit Weakness. Very erratic dial from there. And if he loses 1 health, he goes to Invincible with Running Shot and Perplex and a special damage power. Let's take a look at that. Whoosh! Energy Explosion, Precision Strike. When Etrigan damages an opposing character after resolutions, you may generate a fire smoke terrain marker in their square. At the beginning of your next turn, even if this is lost, deal 1 damage to each character occupying those markers, then remove those markers. So very similar to Harley Quinn, except Energy Explosion and Precision Strike is involved. Very, very nice. For only 30 points. So for 300 points, you get 7 total characters on this team. You do get leadership, a couple different probs, no support, unfortunately. But you do also have 1 more piece for this team. He's going to be sitting on the sideline, and there's a reason I had Etrigan last, and that is because Etrigan is also on our sideline. Etrigan Prime has the Power Cosmic and Mystics team abilities. Gotham City, Justice League Dark, Shadow Pact, Monster, Mystical, Past, and Warrior keywords. I did not show you Etrigan Prime. There he is. Exactly the same, but has the word bubble. Go ahead and put him back there by Rip Hunter. Making a mess. All right. Does have the trait. Off the map, thy work is done. Arise the demon, Etrigan. Sideline active. When a friendly character with the mystical or past keyword hits and the attack roll was a 10 or more, after resolutions, you may replace that character with Etrigan from your sideline on his red starting line. If that friendly character was named Etrigan, then turn Etrigan to his green starting line and that becomes his starting line this game, and deal 1 penetrating damage to each adjacent opposing character. Very, very nice. So ideally, it'll be Etrigan that you can get that 10 on. Now I know it's all just going to be a matter of the dice. I mean, I wouldn't be sad if I had to replace Nighthawk or Vigilante necessarily with Prime Etrigan, but ideally Etrigan is the one that would be replaced. On the back, you can see what his special attack power is. It is Blades, Claws, Fangs, Poison, and Precision Strike. Also has a special defensive power on his last click, and that is a stop click. Stop super senses Toughness, and that is where you can choose to use a power action if you'd like to roll a d6. 1 through 2, deal Etrigan 1 unavoidable damage. 3 through 5, heal Etrigan 2 clicks. If you hit a 6, you get to heal Etrigan 3 clicks, then deal 3 damage to an opposing character within range. So, again, you are taking a gamble, but he does have a range of 5, and you have a... math is hard. 3 through 6, you are healing Etrigan. 1 through 2, you are killing Etrigan. But I feel like that is a risk that is, at that point, you'd be willing to take. Not bad at all. It's a decent prime. It's definitely not the best prime from this set. It's not even the best rare prime from this set. But still, for something coming in from the sideline, I like it. So that is my take on a 300-point modern past theme team. Let me know what you think, any changes you would make. And like I said, I do have more teams planned, and you'll be seeing them coming up shortly. So until next time, thank you for joining me, and this has been Clicks on the Side.